Hey Aquarius, welcome to your September 2021 message. Before we dive right in, I want to quickly tell you that if you are looking to meet your spirit guide or connect with your own soul so that you can hear your own soul's guidance even more, I put together two free meditations to help you with just that. After this is over, I'll put the link in the comments for you guys for those of you who want that. Without further ado, Aquarius, let's jump right in. Okay, Aquarius, this is kind of a big month for you. It's kind of one of those moments, where you just have those epiphanies, those aha moments. If it doesn't feel good, you call it the tower moment in tarot, or you just call it like that dark night of the soul. But it's those moments where your life has the potential, has the opportunity to 180 for the better if you choose to allow yourself to do that. And it kind of looks like one of the big belief systems that you have and how it works. It's your thoughts create your belief system. Your belief system is what manifests in your reality. If you think all men are pigs, you think that thought enough, it solidifies as a belief system, and then all you do is attract men who are pigs. So you got to rework on that belief system. Maybe not all men are pigs, maybe not all. Gee golly, if there's some that aren't, I'd like to meet them. Now you're at an opportunity where you're going to attract men, but some who aren't. You keep working on it, then you're only attracting those men who are available and stunning and all that good stuff. So thoughts create your belief system, create your reality. But it looks like you have a belief system that life is a game of chance. These are just the cards I was dealt. I was just born with this. I was born that way. I'm just big boned. That was a big one for me when I was trying to lose weight. I used to be like well over 200 pounds when I was younger. And I was like, oh, I'm just big boned. That's a belief system that will never help you lose weight. So you have a belief system that life is a game of chance. And so what that means is that you are creating by default rather than deliberate intent. You are creating and your reality by your reaction to outside events instead of deliberately focusing, right? So a good example of that is, wow, look at all this suffering and stuff going on in the world, right? Because social media has made it so easy to find out all the suffering that is going on in different parts of the world. Look at all this bad stuff that's going. Your vibe gets at that. If you watch a lot of that news, consume a lot of that content, and I'm not saying don't have compassion, I'm not saying don't help, but I'm just saying monitor how you feel when you do it. Because if it really starts dipping your vibes, then you're going to start manifesting in tragedy in your own life. Maybe your shoulder will start hurting and not working, or maybe your hips will start hurting, so it'll hurt every time you walk, right? That's someone who's creating by default. That's someone who's creating their life by observing what's going on around them instead of being deliberate. Wow, all this pain and suffering going on in the world is really making me appreciate the opportunities that I have and the life opportunity that I have right now. And I know that I'd like to even more hyper focus in on my success and call in the love of my life, call in more money. I would like more money because then I would have more freedom of if who, when, where, what I want to help or what I don't want to help with. I do want more freedom. So it's, are you going to allow yourself to observe and then that creates your thoughts, your belief system, your reality? Or are you going to allow yourself to, no, I intentfully want to meet people who are open-minded. I intend to only interact with people who believe in women's rights, right? And one good example I could give you guys, when I first started this business in the South in Tennessee, it's very Christian, it's very Bible belt. Everyone that I was bumping into was, honey, don't you want to go? Why are you doing that? Come to church on Sunday with us. Do you need us to pick you up? Where's your family, honey? Are you the devil? Do you need a Bible? Here, I have a spare one. Right? Until I just had this moment where I was like, I can't keep meeting with people who are discouraging me. I want to feel encouraged. And I was like, come on, universe, there must be at least one other person in this whole city who believes in like law of attraction and Abraham Hicks. I want to start rendezvousing with people who have similar beliefs to me so I can have fun. I could talk about law of attraction and we could share Abraham Hicks clips. Dude, overnight, the very next night, someone came to a group dinner party. He ran a wellness center downtown and just started like talking about Abraham Hicks at the dinner table. And then within a week, I found out there was an Abraham Hicks meetup group. There were like 10 to 30 people who came to that meetup monthly. So can you be willing to deliberately, here's the thoughts I'm thinking. They're not helpful, they're not good. I'd like to start going in that direction, and then just slightly keep tweaking your thoughts until you get the new belief system. So it's really about that's why you have the choice. You have the choice to just, well, this is fine enough. I'll just keep going with this life. Or you have the choice to, no, I want to deliberately create my future and this is what I want. Um, okay. Let me see. What other messages do you guys got? Yeah, because honestly, Aquarius, it kind of looks like you're tired of suffering, you're tired of misery, you're tired of just kind of always getting like the short end of the stick. You're definitely at a place where you want to start having more fun. You just think that fun is complicated, that's all. You think that fun is complicated. You think that it's like, when the time is right, instead of just intending to I would like my mood to be more stabilized. I would like my mood, my mindset, my frame of mind to be one that's a little bit more optimistic than usual. I would like to somehow start thinking and feeling better thoughts. I'd like to start thinking better, feeling thoughts, and I'd like to start feeling better. That's the thoughts you wanna think. That's the affirmation you wanna be doing daily so that it becomes your belief system so that you do start attracting in good feeling things. Not well, it really just depends on, if my bed's worked or it depends on how my husband treats me, or it depends on if my children had a good day at work or not, school or not. There's just definitely a little bit of thinking that fun is out of your control and it's on a whim if the energy aligns or not. And it's really about if you're willing to kind of like sit down, examine what are your thoughts and are they helping you get towards what you want or not? If they are, keep thinking them. If they're not, can you be willing to play with slightly changing them until you get your results? So it's kind of like the coming to Jesus with yourself of do I want my life to keep looking this way or not? And one little example I'll give you guys is that I know for myself in my life, in 5 years from now, I see myself very happily married, very happily doing the family thing. So when I was on a date with a guy earlier this week and he just made a comment of, yeah, my wife and I divorced 6 months ago. She kept pressuring me for a baby every day. Continuing to date him would be like throwing dice. Maybe he'll want kids in 2 years, maybe he won't. Or I can just decline the second date and only move towards other men who also want the family life. So it's, are you going to allow yourself to continue just kind of going in the river? Or are you going to paddle your river to the side of the river so you're out of the current and reevaluate and set this is what I'd like my life to look like in 5 years. And are you then willing to take new actions to get that? Maybe you do realize going down the river is the right path, but when it forks up ahead, you need to go right instead of left. Or maybe you realize, you know what, the boat in the river is not the right path for me. Let's get our hiking shoes on and we actually need to hike 5 miles that way. Or, wow, actually, what I want is right here. This is fertile land. It's by a river. I want to build my house here. Are you willing to take that reevaluation time to think about what you want in the future instead of just creating by default? That is your message this month, Aquarius. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped. Write me a question in the comments. I'll come back and help as best as I can. And don't forget, I'll put those 2 free meditations for you in the link below. Love you guys. Bye.